Hello students, here we are going to discuss a very important chapter of class 9 science, which is tissues. In first chapter, the fundamental unit of life, we have studied about the cells. The cells are the fundamental unit of life, and a group of cells that are similar in structure and perform a common function and which are similar in their origin is known as tissue. So tissue is a group of cells which are similar in structure, common in function and similar in origin, which is known as tissues. There are two types of tissues in your course, which is plant tissues and animal tissues. First of all, we'll discuss about the plant tissues. The plant tissues further will be divided into two types, which is meristematic tissue and the permanent tissues. The meristematic tissues are the tissues in which the cells are capable of division. In case of meristematic tissues, the cells are repeatedly divided. So these cells are the living cells. And in case of permanent tissue, the cells of the permanent tissues, after getting maturity, they lose the ability to divide. They lose their ability of division. And the cells of the permanent tissue are differentiated and into specialized tissues. The cells of these permanent tissues are differentiated into the specialized tissues. So first of all, we will discuss about the meristematic tissue. The meristematic tissue cells are present on the growing region in the growing regions of the plant. Further, we will divide the meristematic tissue into three types, which is apical meristem, lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. Apical meristems, the cells of the apical meristem are present at the growing tips of roots and stems, and due to the presence at the top of the tip or the tip of the stem and root, they are known as apical meristem, and they increase the length of the root and stem. After that, the lateral meristem, due to the presence on the lateral side of the root and stem, this is known as lateral meristem, and this lateral meristem help in the division of the width of the plant. They increase the width of the plant. And after that, there is intercalary meristem. According to its name, intercalary, it's present at the base of the leaves or the internode of twigs. Intercalary meristem. It present at the base of leaves or the internodes of twigs, and it also increase the length of that particular organ where it present. So here three type of lateral meristem, which is apical meristem, three type of meristematic tissue: apical meristem, lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. After that, we'll discuss about the permanent tissue. There are two types of permanent tissue in your course. First of all, simple permanent tissue, and then complex permanent tissue. As according to its name, simple permanent tissue, the cells of this tissue is made up of there are only one type of cells are present in simple permanent tissue, and in case of complex permanent tissue, there are more than one type of cells are present in case of complex permanent tissue. So let's discuss this simple and complex permanent tissue one by one. Start. So students, this is simple permanent tissue. Further, we can divide the simple permanent tissue into three types, that is parenchyma cells, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. In case of parenchyma, these are cells having the intercellular space between them, and these cells provide mechanical support to the plant, and they behave like our parents. Parenchyma, correlate this word parenchyma with parents. They store food and provide food to the plants. Sometimes, if the chloroplast is present in case of parenchyma cells, when the chloroplast is present in case of parenchyma cells, then these cells also perform the process of photosynthesis, and it can synthesize food for the plant. Then these cells are known as chlorenchyma. Here the name of chlorenchyma due to the presence of chloroplast is known as chlorenchyma. And in case of aquatic plants, large air cavities are present in between this intercellular space. Large air cavities are present in parenchyma cells, and which provide buoyancy to the aquatic plants. So these parenchyma are known as parenchyma. In this case, in aquatic plants, this is known as parenchyma. Now we come to the next type of tissues, which is collenchyma. In case of collenchyma cells, these cells are also elongated and living cells, and they are irregularly thickened at the basis of the cells. Here they are irregularly thickened, and they having very small intercellular, very little intercellular space between them, and they also provide the mechanical support to the plants. After that, the sclerenchyma cells. These are there is a layer of lignin outside these cells. A layer of lignin is present, and there is no intercellular space between them, and they provide hardness and stiffness to the plants, and these cells are the dead cells, while the parenchyma cells and the collenchyma cells are the living cells, but these sclerenchyma cells are the dead cells in case of simple permanent tissue. Now let's we move on to the next, which is the complex permanent tissue. The complex permanent tissue, as according to its name, these cells are made up of, the cells of these tissues are made up of more than one type of cells. More than one type of cells are present in complex permanent tissue. There are two type of complex permanent tissue in your course, which is xylem and phloem. First of all, we discuss about the xylem. Xylem helps for the transportation of water from roots, waters and mineral from root to the different parts of the plant. Xylem having the following parts: xylem vessels, xylem tracheids, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. In case of xylem, only the xylem parenchyma cells are the living cells, while the other xylem vessels, xylem tracheids, xylem fibers, they are the dead cells, and it helps for the transportation of water and mineral from root to the different parts of the plant. Now the next one is phloem. The phloem, this tissue helps for the transportation of food material from leaves to the different parts of the plants, and the phloem having the following components, which is sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. In case of phloem, only the phloem fiber cells are the dead cells, while other the sieve tube, sieve cells, companion cells and the phloem parenchyma, all the cells are living in case of phloem. So students, this is all about the plant tissues in your course. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me.